Okay, let me tell you guys a little story. Once upon a time, Psychic Pictures made a video about his top 10 fan characters. In the comments section, a lot of people went and asked where this character was, where that character was. So Psychic Pictures went to research all the characters and decided that a lot of them could have made it on the list. So I'm making this video to talk really quick about them. So without further ado, I'll go and start. Let's start off with the members of Team Wish, I believe. I'm not sure which one's Team Arc or Team Wish in this picture, but we're talking about the right three. And the first one is Becky the Hedgehog, which this character's I knew about her, but I just couldn't remember her. But Becky the Hedgehog, yeah, is one of the more popular characters. One of the more popular fan characters. I know that. Because this is a funny thing. With Becky the Hedgehog, every single time I went to try and find something Sonic related, I almost always found a picture of her in some relation. But her design is pretty awesome, actually. And I love her design. It's really cool, and I'm gonna move on to the next one. Next one is Venus the Hedgehog. Now, I also knew about this character, but didn't know her actual name. And Venus is a cool character too, and I'm actually surprised she did not get on the top 10. But yeah, her design's pretty good. So let's go on to the third member, which is Sugar the Hedgehog. Sugar's design is different from the other two, and similar as well. Because if you look on Becky the Hedgehog, she has like a green orb, and Sugar has a blue orb on her foot. And Venus actually has a purple orb on her shoes. And out of the three, Sugar is actually the only one that has a dress. But Sugar's design is really cool, and with this picture I love all the shading and things like that. It looks really awesome. Now let's go on to Amonic. With Amonic, I looked at some pictures, and this is the picture that I saw. And I thought that she was able to grow claws out of her fingers. Then I saw this picture and realized that the claws in the first picture were just claws she could put on like Knuckles' shovel claws. But her design's pretty cool in both pictures, and it is a very good design. Okay, before I start rambling again on the same exact subject, let's go on to Hogger. And of course, most of these fan characters are going to be hedgehogs, so yeah. With Hogger, he looks like oh, he's a hedge fox, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he's a hedge fox, though. Yeah. He does have a good design. He should have made it at least to number 10, if not more. But, yeah, I just couldn't remember this guy. Also, one of the ones that was mentioned in the comments that I had no idea that existed was Kenomi the Hedgehog. With her, her design is really, really neat and unique. out of all the fan characters that I have seen, and the real characters, I've never seen a character quite like her. So, next up is Sapphire the Fox, which she is a member of Team Lightning Star. Sorry that I botched that in the first try. But her design is, back to Sapphire, her design is really neat. And of course her entire outfit's blue, which really is necessary because her name's Sapphire. But it does clash really well with... it clashes really well together. And the last one that was suggested was Twilight the Wolf, which Twilight the Wolf actually looks really good. It was actually suggested by Darcy Hedgehog, I believe. I can't remember which one of them it was, but it was one of the members of Team Adoption that suggested this person. But the design is really cool. I really like that it's an all gray outfit, and it really does clash well with that color blue. Now we'll go into some of my personal favorites, which the first one that I'll be talking about is Carly aka Simara's characters, which I completely forgot about, and I am so mad that I didn't put any of these characters on the top 10 fan characters list. I'm so mad at that. Anyway, some of her fan characters, I'll talk about each of them in groups because a lot of her characters are from the future. So I'll talk about Breeze and Mina first. Breeze and Maya first. Their designs are pretty cool. They're both hedgehogs that have tails, really. But these two are the children of Sonic and Blaze. And the designs, yes, are very, very cool. Yada, yada, yada. I like this, I like that. So, I'm sorry, Carly aka Simara, if I'm doing that, but it's late in the video. I want to get this done. So let's move on to the next two, which are the children of Amy and Knuckles, which are Anna Rose and Stanley. Oops. I just dropped a pen. But Anna Rose and Stanley do have cool designs, but Stanley does look a little too much like Knuckles. At least with Anna Rose, she does look like Amy, but at least she has something that puts her different from Amy, which is the red tips at the end of her dreadlocks. Yeah. So, let's move on to Tails and Cosmo's children, which are Muffy, Sky, and Eric. Out of these three, Sky is my personal favorite, because her design is just really cool. And the entire outfit is really well done. Because if you actually look at it, Muffy's more like... looks like Cosmo, Eric looks like Tails, and Sky's a mix of the two. But all three of them do have good designs. It's just that Sky is my personal favorite out of them. And next, the next two are the children of Shadow and Rouge, which are Saint and Topaz. Which, out of these two, Saint's my favorite, and out of the other two, I forgot to mention this, out of the other two, with Breeze and Maya, Breeze is my favorite, And out of Anna, Rose, and Stanley, Anna Rose is my favorite. Now back to Saint and Topaz. Both of them have pretty good designs overall. And I'm actually a little surprised that Saint doesn't look more like his father. But that's just me. And I know I'm being nitpicky at this, but oh well. These two characters are really cool, and I'm very glad that she actually paired up Shadow and Rouge, even though I pretty much know that they're not going to be together. That's just me, but I still love the pairing of Shadow and Rouge. And let's go on to the last character from Carly aka Samara, which is Sharp the Hedgehog, the son of Mephiles. This character should have gotten on my top 10, hands down. Oh my gosh, I could not believe that I had forgotten this character at all. This character is awesome. This is one of my favorite characters ever, surpassing a lot of the characters from the Sonic series. And I rambled on enough of that, and also I just want to make a note of this. Sharp actually has a kind of robotic arm, which I don't know where that came from, but it does go really well with his design. Now let's go on to Sam the Rabbit Fox's characters. And I know that I did put Sam the Rabbit Fox in my top 10, but there's also more characters that I did consider, but I only wanted one from Sam the Rabbit Fox's characters in there, so I'm just gonna quickly talk about these guys. Let's start with Demon the Rabbit. Demon the Rabbit actually looks like a doll, but it seems in Sam the Rabbit Fox's videos, Demon is one of the villains of her videos. So yeah. And now I'll talk about Sunny the Seadrian, which I'm coming up on the time limit, so I need to talk quickly. With Sunny, her design is awesome. She would have made it in my top 10 if Sam the Rabbit Fox hadn't beat her to it. And the last one is Gina, which I do really like her design, and I love the videos that Sam the Rabbit Fox made with her, and she would have also made it into the top 10 if Sam the Rabbit Fox wasn't my only choice. So, okay, I've gone over every single one that were in the comments, along with some of my personal favorites. So I'm going to end it off here, and if I keep getting suggestions for different fan characters, I will go and make a top 20 fan characters and add and I will go and put in the characters with more than one for each YouTuber. So if you guys want the top 20 fan characters to come out, you'll need to comment on some of the on more characters that I could possibly put in there. So I'm going to end the video off here. So see you guys next time.